We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We have done it. And by we, I mean they. And by they, I mean welcome back to Mourning Mondays. That's right, it's time to mourn. If you're a Jets fan, that's right, boys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The streak continues for the Patriots. 15 victories, 15 unanswered losses of the Jets. The victories, I don't know. Once again, it's like 2 in the morning and I'm recording and I'm very tired, but who cares? Because, boys, the Patriots have their first win of the 2023 season under their belts, boys. I have never been more prouder. So yeah, Patriots at Jets. Boy, yo, what can I say about this game? Not very much, honestly, not very much. Because you see, this game, right, even though the Patriots won this game, it felt like a 2022 game. And as you know, we don't talk about 2022. But that's what it felt like. This game was, well, alright. We're going to get the good out the way first, right? Pharaoh Brown, the Pharaoh's curse. Whose man is this? Who freaking knows? Point is, he came in, right? And then he caught a ball from Big Mac Daddy Jones, ran that guy for like 50-something yards, and bam. Offensive, explosive touchdown. Never been more proud from a guy I never knew, you know? So that was pretty cool. And the usual Patriot defense doing what Patriot defense does best and defending. Absolutely masterclass. I mean, other than that, you know, it was just it post Tom Brady Patriot plays. It's just Big Mac Daddy Jones kind of doing his job, but everyone else around him, because they're kind of subpar to about slightly above average weapons, just kind of fumbling and not doing too well. But to be fair, it also didn't help that it was like pouring rain all over the place. So, I mean, there's only so much that Big Mac Daddy Jones and a struggling O-line could do. Except for when, you know, that struggling O-line and everybody else decides to, you know, constantly be offsides, personal fouls, and, you know, all this other garbage that you would expect a team like the Patriots to not do. But, well, unfortunately, that was not the case. There were some really... the Patriots went back to exploding in the second half. And, yeah, I'm not becoming a fan of that, but whatever, you know. At least it was a pretty decent first half. You know, again, Big Mac Daddy Jones touchdown pass to Pharaoh Brown. Pretty based, as the kids say. Defense, pretty based, as the kids say. Apparently, Matthew Judon got like 3 sacks in this game, which, I mean, honestly, it didn't look like 3 sacks. But, yeah, not too shabby at all. Honestly, I have no idea what else to say. Like, it's literally, it was... If only felt like a 2022 game, because it just didn't feel like everything was there. Like, yeah, sure, Bill O'Brien is there, but I think it was just the weather. Like, the weather genuinely had affected this game in more ways than I thought, because freaking, was it Giga Chad Ryland? Is that what his name is? Chad Ryland, the kicker. I don't know. He's a new guy. All right, he missed several field goals. I thought it was Brett Maher out there, but no, my eyes did not deceive me. Oh, the Cowboys lost also, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, it's like I get it's windy and stuff, and I also don't know why Bill Belichick didn't go for it on 4th and 1 when he clearly had the balls to go for it on like 4th and 7 against 2 clearly better teams. So I don't know, maybe it's also because it was wet and everything was ugly, which, by the way, contributed to a couple of Big Mac Daddy Jones's bad passes, I guess you could say, especially one to Ramondre Stevenson that probably could have gone in for a touchdown. Like Ramondre just dropped it and it was like, oof, tough luck. But I don't know, that's really the only bad part, really just the weather and some slight little you know, just little bad memories of the past. Literally coming back to haunt Big Mac Daddy Jones, like screens and ball droppings and all that disgusting stuff. But I mean, yeah, it was a pretty close game, pretty all decent again, potentially mediocre, at least until the end. Everything was going great until the end. Literally the fourth quarter, everything took a nosedive. Like I already said, like, you know, mediocre. At the start of the fourth quarter, it started getting bad, like bad, real bad. And then literally like in the final last like 3 drives, Zach Wilson just became Aaron Rodgers and scored a touchdown. So how it worked was, right, the Patriots started. They had the points taken. It was only 3, but it was points. And then, you know, you get the Farrell Brown. You can't stop talking about Farrell Brown because it was such an I've never seen it done before. And so he does that. And then another field goal. This one got made. And then the Jets make a field goal. And then the fourth quarter comes and somehow Zach Wilson makes a touchdown. It's like an 87-yard drive for a touchdown. Like, how did this happen? Everyone kind of just exploded. It was awful. But then Big Mac Daddy Jones said, hold up, wait a minute. Let's just, you know, there's only like 2 minutes left. We got it. And then he imploded, and I think Big Mac Daddy Jones forgot the times because next thing we know, Zach Wilson has the ball. And boys, somehow, despite there being like a minute left, Big Mac Daddy Jones almost lost the game to the freaking Jets. I don't really get it. I don't know how. It literally came down to like, it came down to the turf. It was literally on the turf because Zach Wilson somehow made a connection, got a first down, managed to spike the ball in time, and then had time to prepare for a classic Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary. And somehow Zach Wilson launches it and it almost gets caught. I was driving to work when this happened, and when I heard that Zach Wilson yeeted that thing, nerves were on edge, boys. Nerves were on edge. But alas, because it's the Jets and nothing good can happen to them, they drop the ball, and that's GG Nori, number 15, victory number 15 over the Jets consecutively. So that was pretty cool, at least, you know. Who knows? Maybe they'll break the streak next game. I hope to God not. But yeah, it was an alright game. I was able to see it at home. That was cool. Plenty of absolute baloney though on the reffing part. If you know, you know. Apparently Sauce Gardner is not having children anymore, and I will leave it at that because, you know, Big Mac Daddy Jones has such big bahungas that he doesn't care what happens to Sauce Gardner. It probably wasn't even Sauce Gardner. Probably just saying names because I know the names. But yeah, so I don't know. Plenty of calls because why not, you know? Why not make a Jets and Patriots game interesting? They haven't been interesting since like 2020 freaking 1 or something, but who cares, you know? Who cares? At least they're not 0-3. If the Patriots would have gone 0-3, I think the season would have been over because I don't know. I don't think anyone would have the morale to just keep going. Screw it. They'd probably boot Big Mac Daddy Jones right out of the building right then and there, but they didn't. They won. And you know who else didn't win? The Cowboys and the Broncos. The Broncos actually got freaking just demolished, which I don't know if you know this, but there's a certain team that played the Dolphins last week who only let up 24 points, not 70. But who knows? Who cares? It's on to next week. It was Jets week. Jets week is over. It is on to the Cowboys. Am I terrified? A little, but the upset with Arizona kind of makes me feel a little better because of a freaking absolute poverty franchise like the Cardinals can beat the Cowboys, even though that was also questionable. Then I believe that there is a like at least 5% chance that Big Mac Daddy Jones comes out on top. So I don't know. I'm not gonna take the upset, but I hope for the upset, if that makes sense. And yeah, freaking 1 and 2. Who would have thunk? It should be 3 and 0, but you know what? It's okay because the Big Mac Daddy Jones Redemption Tour starts this week. Well, started this week. Continues next week. And well, I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that the refs can open their eyes and see when Big Mac Daddy Jones gets dropped onto the floor, and when there's pass interferences and holds that actually matter. So, you know, hopefully they can see those. So, yeah, I'm kind of terrified for next week, but that's next week's problem. So, that being said, I hope you enjoyed this mini little recap of Mourning Mondays if you're a Jets fan. And I will see you next week when we will talk about the Patriots and the Cowboys.